Welcome, everybody, to the first ever 2022 another goddamn horror podcast DANZIG Awards.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yes.
This is the time of year where we celebrate all of what happened in 2002 horror. What a great year it was.
Dude,
It was incredible.
Yeah, it's one of the best. I think it's the best year fully of horror that I can think of in decades. Like it's been such a good year.
There's still bangers coming out too.
Yeah.
There's bangers that should have been on the awards
100%,
but didn't make it. It covered all. There was amazing indie stuff, there was amazing mainstream franchise editions, there was blockbuster stuff, tons of just movies. There was a little podcast called Another Goddamn Horror Podcast, which ruled all year long. This has been this has been kind of really.
They're very good.
They are very good.
They really love horror.
They like horror a lot.
There was so much gore this year too.
Yeah,
like across the board, not just from one certain movie, but a lot of stuff. There was a lot of new, interesting gore too.
Yeah,
that made me pretty stoked.
Also, like practical effects, man. Practical effects made a fucking comeback.
Yep.
Like, it really did. It got celebrated this year in horror movies.
Big time.
And a lot of originality too. And we don't need to talk any more about like
diverse voices. Like, it was fucking great.
Exactly. But like a lot of really great stuff. So we're really happy that this is happening. We're happy to have this list. I want to start by saying that some of the people, like, we had a lot of these people on our lists or on our show this year, and that didn't play. It was, some of these were really tough to decide on, and I mean, honestly, when you're awarding art, it's pretty subjective. So we'll be interested to hear your responses to it. But
you guys missed the part where we had like straight up like Peaky Blinders fist fights with each other over these things, just like straight up.
So everything be taken with a grain of salt, because really we love horror. We meet all horror where it's at. We love all these people out here creating, from the people filming things in their basements to the big blockbuster things. Anytime horror is around, we are better for it, in my opinion.
Goddamn right.
Without further delay, let's start.
I thought you were going to go with the do. I thought you were going to go with the do on that one.
I do.
Without further ado.
Without further ado. I don't know. What do I seem like an ado guy? Is it the glasses? No. Is it the new glasses?
It is. It's the glasses.
It might have been.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't, but now we've gone down that road anyway.
So without further ado, category number 1, the goddamn franchise film of the year. The nominees are Halloween Ends, Scream, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Amityville in Space, Hellraiser, and Prey. And the winner is Scream, directed by Martin Bettinelli, Open, and Tyler Gillette. That was freaking awesome film. I've been corresponding with Matt, and he would love to have Sense of Thing, but they're very busy, and hopefully, wink wink, maybe we'll chat with him soon. So congratulations to Scream. What a fantastic film it was.
And also,
it was up against some bangers too.
Yeah, it really was.
Hellraiser and Prey were I would not have been surprised.
Yep.
And honestly, Scream was a surprise. I don't think people thought that Scream 5 was gonna be that good of a Scream.
Yep.
It was good.
It was good. So good.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Scream.
Congratulations, Scream.
All right. Well, next we're going with the goddamn foreign film of the year.
Ooh.
The nominees are Deep Fear from France, Belgium, Hatching from Finland, Sweden, The Passenger from Spain, Pussy Cake from Argentina, The Sadness from Taiwan, and Satan's Slaves Communion from Indonesia. And the winner is Satan Slaves Communion from Indonesia.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. You know, I am so happy that these movies are coming around because I watched Satan Slaves early on in getting Shudder, and I swore for years.
You swore by
I
it.
swore by it that it was like really one of the best like haunted house sort of things that I'd ever seen. I'm like, this movie rules. And and then they followed up with a second one, and good job, Indonesia. So cool to see movies and media from there at all. So good on them, and so fantastic. It's I love it.
So
Such
good.
a good movie.
That was easily one of my favorites of the year. And you had talked about the first one for a while, and I dragged my fucking feet. And then I saw there was a sequel, so I was like, all right. And I was blown away by both of them.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
This is what people get when they don't just listen to what I say. But yeah, whatever, you know.
Well, we're going to go on to the next one. And the next category is the goddamn directorial debut of the year. And the nominees are Zach Kreger for Barbarian. We got Chloe Akuno for Watcher. Hannah Bergholm for Hatching. Rob Jabaz for The Sadness. We got Chantal Hahn and Stephen Garbus for Peppergrass. And we got Vanessa and Joseph Winter for Deadstream. And the winner is Chantal Hahn and Stephen Garbus for Peppergrass. Yes.
And here to accept the award is Chantal.
And Steve.
Thank you, goddamn guys, for the Danzig Award for Best Directorial Debut of the Year. We really appreciate it. It's mine and Steven's first time working together, and this encourages us to work together again. Thank you for recognizing Peppergrass.
Well, that was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. Thank you, Chantal and Steve, for such a great movie. Please go check out Peppergrass.
So amazing.
So
If you haven't seen it before, if you haven't seen it yet, absolutely go check it out. Such a
No,
fucking
and
good
Chantal
movie.
is just the fucking raddest person.
Yeah,
Really,
she's
honestly,
really
it's-
want to check her out in Black Summer in the final season.
Yep.
Of Black Summer.
Goddamn
and then
right.
check her, and then go back and listen to the show that she's on and Peppergrass.
And we might be hearing from her again soon.
We love you, Chantal.
Love you, Chantal. Welcome on the show anytime. Ooh, that come back around to me. Next category is the goddamn kill of the
Ooh,
year. Personal favorite of mine.
Love
Personal,
this category.
personal favorite. The nominees for goddamn kill of the year are Dewey is honored in Scream. Justin Long popping that balloon in Barbarian. The bus massacre scene in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Pure carnage.
Fire extinguisher in The Sadness. Pete Davidson being Pete Davidson in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Salt in the Wound and Terrifier 2. And the winner is Salt in the Wound for Terrifier 2.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like what a tough. By the way, all of it was fucking awesome. But it was. We had to bring it down to one, and that is a horror movie fan's horror kill. Like that is like,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. It's really great, and so
I got to see the premiere of Terrifier 2 here in New York, and Casey Hartnett, the unfortunate victim of the salt in the wound, she talked about that whole scene, and she said it was really funny when somebody came on set and they were like, "Hey Casey, are you ready for the bedroom scene?" And she was like, "I fucking so wish it was a different scene than that." She goes, "That sounded like it was going to be way more fun." But
she's
she
taken
said,
over the Catherine Corcoran.
Yo, she said
spot.
she said she had a great time, and the most brutal part of the whole thing was how cold it was on set. She was like, aside from that, it was like awesome, and like, you know, David treated her super well. But like that kill was so cool because every time you thought it was over, something else showed up, and he would just pop into the room like, I got fucking bleach now. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
All right, the next category, the goddamn comic book of the year.
Yes.
And the nominees are Monsters of Metal, Jason Howden. Clay Zombies, Jake Jolly and Derek Stewart. Creep Show, various. Philadelphia, Rodney Barnes. Rain, Joe Hill. And Skin Crawl, Skinner. And the winner is an unprecedented split with Jason Howden for writing and Skinner for art. Fucking amazing.
Yes.
Two of the
Making
best
history
dudes.
here.
Yeah,
Two of the best dudes.
Two of the best dudes. And to accept their awards, here they are.
Hello. Thank you for my beautiful Danzig award. Danzig seems like a cool guy, so maybe some of that coolness will rub off on me and my comics and projects. Thank you, Danzig, for your incredible films, your amazing music discography, your generally awesome vibe. All right? But thank you seriously to the Another Goddamn Horror Podcast boys for recognizing my true genius, which I have absorbed from Glenn Danzig. Good night.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jason Lee Howden, and I just want to say a massive thanks to the guys from Another Goddamn Horror Podcast for this amazing award. Just it's just really blown away by the support, and just really grateful that you guys have chosen this. This is a comic I've worked on, for a long time. Put a lot of hard work into this, and these are original characters that I. Oh no, this is just a prop. This is not the real. This is actually the comic book that I did. Monsters of Metal, out now. Issue 1's out now. Issue 2's coming out soon. We'll scroll through. Look at that. Oh, amazing! All the colors. Oops. Oh. Okay. Just thanks again. Really appreciate the support, and keep watching Another Goddamn Horror Podcast.
God damn, I love those guys. They are
Absolutely
rad.
fucking best.
They're really just like we couldn't be any luckier to have both of them on our show this year. We've had Jason on twice, and I've gotten to know both of them outside of here, and it's just been really a fabulous thing meeting people with like that talent and that skill. They are and both it's cool to meet people at such a high level that are such just tremendous human beings. So
Absolutely.
thank you guys so much for the art and the
So
work
much.
that you do, and for being the people that you are, and we look forward to having you on again. So
Keep pumping it out, and we're going to keep telling people about it because you guys fucking rule.
you guys totally fucking rule.
So the next category is the goddamn short film of the year. The nominees are Escalation, Christian Bacchini; Blink from Spencer Cohen; Aftertaste from Christiane Cruz; Listen to Mother from Jamie Gingell. And the winner is Escalation by Christian Bacchini.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely loved it.
And
And here to accept the award is Christian Bacchini.
Hello, boys and girls. Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot make the Crypt Keeper voice. John Cassier, I love you, please. I apologize for my terrible imitation. You're the best. If you ever meet me at a horror convention, we ever cross path, don't punch me in the face, okay? No more Crypt Keeper imitations. Okay, guys, this is Christian Bacchini, writer, director, lead of the horror short film Escalation. And this video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the crew of Another Goddamn Horror Podcast, Jonas, Ryan, Graham. Guys, you are amazing. I just got the news that you awarded Escalation with the Goddamn Short Film of the Year award. Guys, I love you. I don't know what to say. I had a great time being on your podcast. You asked me some amazing questions, and we did the podcast when I just had won a double award at the Houston Horror Film Festival, so shout out to them too. So it was a great night. I was happy, and I had a great time being interviewed by you guys. And I know that you watch so much horror content, feature films, short films, you review all kind of things. So that you deemed Escalation the best horror short film of the year, for this award. It means a lot to me. I don't know. I was happy when you reached out to me to tell me to give me the news. So I want to just say thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know. I'm just like it's incredible. The horror content out there. Some amazing filmmakers making great films. So that you love Escalation so much means a lot to me. I had a great time being on your podcast. One of my best experiences, and I can tell you're like true horror fanatics. You know what to ask a director. You know how to investigate how a movie is made. And so thank you. I love you guys. You are amazing, and I appreciate all that you do to promote indie filmmakers, indie horror filmmakers. And thank you for this amazing recognition. And I'm looking forward to the trophy because you gave me a sneak peek and it looks freaking cool. So I want to get my hands on that. And I send you my, best regards, hugs, and love. I'm in Phoenix right now for another film festival. Escalation just played yesterday. The audience loved it. So another good day for me. And thank you so much, guys. I hope one day we get to meet in person even, somewhere, somehow it will happen. Now Escalation hopefully is going to become a feature film. No, it will become a feature film. I already work on another project, horror sci-fi. So when those premieres, I will invite you on the red carpet and sit first row to watch my next crazy shit. You guys are amazing. I love you. Big hugs. Thanks again for the award. And I want to close with another imitation of the Crypt Keeper. I avoid it. I don't want John Cassier to hunt me down. No more Crypt Keeper imitations. So I'm just going to say goodbye. I love you. Ciao. I don't even know what it was, but maybe the Joker. I don't know. No. No more imitations. Bye.
Love that guy.
Dude,
He's
So cool.
He's so cool.
you fucking rule, man.
He's fucking rule, man. And thank
Talk
you so
about
much.
somebody that loves horror. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like
Yep.
somebody
Yeah.
who just straight up loves horror.
Yep, and gets
And just
it.
happy to share it. And
Yeah.
just so excited. Yeah.
He is. He like that's what I love about him. He is excited about just making some cool fucking horror. And I'm telling
Yeah.
you, like if there's studios, like give him a full budget, give him a
Yes.
full movie.
I mean, look
like-
at him. The guy's like ripped shit.
Yeah.
He's like a martial arts expert, and he makes these amazing horror movies. Like this
And he's
guy
funny.
is like every every night I go to bed, I wish I was that guy. I close my eyes, I go, maybe I'll wake up as Christian Bikini. You know what I mean? But nope, just me.
Nope. Just me. No, he is. Like I think this is also something we talked about when we had him on, man. You give him a full budget, give him a full movie, he'll knock it out of the fucking park.
He'll take it to town. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On to the next one. Goddamn male lead of the year. The nominees are Dakota Beavers for Prey, such a great role.
Mhm.
Daniel Kaluuya for Nope. Ryan Quanten for Glorious. Joseph Winter for Deadstream. And of course, Bill Skarsgård for Barbarian. And the winner is Ryan Quanten for Glorious.
Fuck
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
That dude's been in some cool stuff. Wasn't that dude in Lost and shit?
I think so. I didn't watch Lost, but
He's
yeah,
been in all
I
sorts
didn't-
of shit.
But anyway, that dude, like, he had a performance where it was just him the entire movie.
yep,
Yeah.
It was so cool.
yep.
Like, it felt like a full movie. It didn't feel like some weird, like a theater play,
For
like
sure.
filmed,
right. It's
was
right. No,
dope.
it was absolutely fantastic. It's a very original movie, and it has a great. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, but things aren't as they seem, and that's and I love that part of that whole movie. And what a great role. So thank you. And we have to remember that people named Ryan are geniuses. So thank you.
I don't know
They're
too many.
people.
I don't know too many Ryans that I don't like. So we've had some good Ryans on the show.
Yeah,
so
we have.
like we're here for it.
Yeah, we got to get Ryan O'Neal on. Oh, wait. All right.
All right.
Right.
The next one is the goddamn physical release of the year. And the nominees are Clay Zombie's comic book Blu-ray combo by Jake Jolly and Derek Stewart, The Army of Darkness 4K from Shout Factory, The Art Krispies from TerrafierShop.com, All About Evil Blu-ray release from Severin, finally, the Halloween 4K collection from Shout Factory, and the toe tag socks from 1-800-Possessed. And the winner is Clay Zombies comic book / Blu-ray combo by Jake Jolly and Derek Stewart.
Yes. Absolutely fantastic.
Jake is just the fucking raddest.
Well, he's actually here to accept the award.
Hey, director Jake Danger Jolly here, and I'm at Carnage Haunted House, where I filmed one of my favorite scenes for my film Clay Zombies, because I have some exciting news. Another Goddamn Horror podcast has given my film Clay Zombies on Blu-ray physical media of the year. And as a filmmaker, you can't get much better of an award because it's our favorite way to watch films. Because you're definitely not chained to the internet and its processing. And whether you have internet or not, you can pop in a Blu-ray and enjoy the film with such things as deleted scenes, director commentary, bloopers, you name it, which you're not going to get those features if you're watching it on streaming. So I want to thank the guys from Another Goddamn Horror podcast, Graham, Ryan, Jonas, thinking of me and my film, Clay Zombies, and giving us the prestigious DANZIG Award for Best Physical Media. Thanks again, and don't touch the clay.
He's welcome on any show that we have. We've
We
had him on.
love Jake.
We've had him on twice, and why haven't there been more? You know what I mean? Like,
Good point.
Yeah, dude. He's one of our favorites. And you know what? Listen, this is the thing. Like, we were talking about this before. We weren't playing favorites on this for people that we had on the show, and that's the case here too. Like, he happens to have been on the show, but that physical release was fucking awesome.
It's
so awesome.
Like,
you throw an indie comic in with a Blu-ray release, that's you won.
right? Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Like this, it was like an independent artist turducken, and like I'm totally cool with that. Like just art upon art upon art. Like let's fucking do that more.
We're going to the goddamn female lead of the year. I guess I'm doing all the leads.
You
When
are,
think-
man. It's
when you
on
think
you.
of leads, you think of me. So it's great. So the goddamn female leads of the year is nominations are Amber Midthunder for Prey, Chantel Hahn for Peppergrass, Kiki Palmer from Nope, Laura Rivera for Terrifier 2, Mia Goth for X and Pearl, Zelda Adams for Hellbender, Toby Poser for Hellbender, and the winner is Amber Midthunder for her role in Prey.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. Fucking great.
Yeah.
Holy shit. She kicked so much ass too.
I would have to say that was actually, I'm going to be real honest. That was probably the hardest category because even like reading them out, like I want to give it to everybody in the category.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like everybody in that is absolutely incredible. All those movies are fantastic. Kiki Palmer makes everything better. Chantel is just like, as we said earlier, one of our favorite people. But Amber Midthunder made that movie Prey, and she really brought a lot to it, and we very much appreciate the work that she did.
Fuck yeah.
I reached out to her people, and she as well is very busy, but they send their thanks. And
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like she's doing a bunch. She's all sorts of busy. And
well, I mean,
that's how it be.
I mean, sure, but I mean. But nothing might be more important than the dancing. You know what I mean?
Dancing's
like
yeah.
I mean, this is, it could be the pinnacle of some people's careers, but whatever.
I mean, the next category is pretty fucking
Mine.
dope too.
Yeah.
Graham is taking a nice big chug on a liquid death there.
Wait, are you up?
Yeah, it's me. It's goddamn album of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one here, goddamn album of the year. We got some nominees here for you. First one, It's Time to Rise from the Grave, Undeath. Voices of the Cronian Moon from Night. We got Apartment 505 from Coast Contra. Death Western from Spirit World. Seething Malevolence from Vomit Fort. What a fucking name that one is.
Oh,
Midnights.
Forth. Sorry. Misspelling.
Did I say Fort?
Yeah,
I
but
meant
it's spelled that
vomit
way on there.
forth like an asshole. Vomit forth.
Sorry.
But actually, listen, a vomit fort, by the way, also
It's
sounds
just as
pretty
legit.
fucking brutal. But we're gonna say that, yeah. Seething Malevolence from Vomit Forth. Midnights from Taylor Swift. Fuck you. It was a good album. And
Super.
also Survival of the Sickest from Bloodbath. And the winner is Voices of the Cronian Moon
Yes.
from Night.
Good night. Oh,
Such a good fucking album.
we had Scott and Patrick on, and they're just the raddest dudes. Scott is actually friends with one of my neighbors. Just found out too. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that album just absolutely rips. That new wave of British heavy metal with the fucking blackened vocals over it. And they've gone sci-fi this album, and it's just rad. I love everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they here to accept the award?
I think they might be.
Oh, okay. Let's check.
Hey guys, this is Scott and Pat from Night, coming to you live via satellite from our San Francisco lair, and we are excited to accept the Another Goddamn Horror Podcast Danzig Award for
the goddamn album of the year, Night, Voices of the Cronian Moon.
Thanks so much, guys, for having us on earlier this year to talk about our favorite horror movies. It was a blast. We would do it again anytime.
Scott, what was your favorite horror movie this year?
This year, I liked Barbarian, X, Crimes of the Future. I don't know if I saw anything else this year.
I didn't see any horror movies this year, but I did see Suspiria live with Goblin doing the soundtrack. That was fucking rad.
Can't beat that. All right. Thanks again, and we'll see you around.
We'll come back anytime. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, those dudes are all right.
Fucking love those dudes so much.
So cool.
Absolutely fucking love those guys.
All right, next category in the goddamn Danzigs is the goddamn television show of the year. Boy, television's come a long way in our lives.
It really has.
I mean, do you remember like what we had as kids, like growing pains and shit? Like you go down this list, and we're like, yeah,
who's the boss?
We're far from Angela.
If you see what Kirk Cameron turned into, then I guess you could call that a horror show.
Exactly. And you know, rest in peace, Boner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit, is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh,
Boner.
That was real. It was a real boner killer, Ryan. I didn't even fucking
too
like
soon.
puns, and that one was right there. That was right there.
Too soon. Yeah, he.
That wasn't even a fucking layup. You handed that to me.
He was what's his name on Star Trek's kid, Chekhov. He was Chekhov's kid in real life.
Oh,
and,
I didn't know that shit.
Yep, he was Chekhov's kid in real life. So when he went missing a decade or so ago, they were all looking for him and they ended up finding him. Anyways, rest in peace, Boner. So anyways, on that great note,
lead into television.
Listen, how many times are you going to hear a podcast where you have to somberly say, "Rest in peace, Boner"?
Boner.
Like,
I mean, his name was Boner. Fucking.
It's very hard to say that seriously. Like,
Exactly.
seriously, rest in peace, Boner, but also like it's hard to say it.
Wasn't it like Vinny Stabone and they called him
Yeah,
Boner?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would actually rather be called Boner, to be honest. Like,
So, goddamn television show of the year. The nominees are Servant, The Midnight Club, Wednesday, The Belay Brothers' Dragula, Titans, Stranger Things, Ghosts, and Chucky. And the winner is The Belay Brothers' Dragula, Titans.
fuck yes.
So good. It's coming up on the finale soon too, and oh my god, they're just killing it. It's on Shudder. If you're not watching it, they've got all the seasons up on Shudder now. Please go watch it. It's horror, filth, glamour, and
Special
shit.
effects. Like, it's fucking.
Well, it's horror, filth, glamour. What's the fourth one? I can't remember. It's amazing.
Did you just try to call a friend and yell at Molly? Is that what you just tried to do? I love that. I can't do that. Avery's right here, and he's like, I don't fucking know. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, such a good show though. And anybody that has
Drag is the fourth one.
Okay.
Drag.
I
horror,
feel
filth,
like that was you shouldn't have had to yell for that one. That one was right there.
You're right.
Anybody that hasn't fucked with that show in general though,
Yeah,
it's such a good show.
Yeah.
Such a good show.
Oh,
Friend of
all
the
right.
show, Peaches Christ, has been on that.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
it's just, dude, it's such a good fucking show.
Yep.
Across the board.
All right, one of my favorites, the goddamn sci-fi movie of the year. The nominees are Crimes of the Future, Deadstream, Glorious, Hellraiser, Morbius, Nope, Prey, Pussy Cake, and Significant Other. It's a stacked category.
Fuck yeah.
Boy. And the winner is Nope.
Goddamn right. Yep.
Nope was blockbuster horror.
Yep.
Which is fucking super cool to me.
Yeah.
And not
Right.
like a studio put a bunch of money into a horror movie. This was a blockbuster by design, and
Right.
it was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, and it was done fully on purpose. Jordan Peele made it as a blockbuster on purpose, and
Yep.
it was a straight up sci-fi horror film.
And you're
Like-
gonna win stuff from me every time if you put a Jesus Lizard shirt front and center for most
Yep.
of the
The whole time.
thing on
The whole
Kiki
fucking
Palmer.
time. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest, Morbius came close. Let's be honest. Morbius, it was
really did.
it was almost Morbin time, but it was almost.
I'm gonna watch Morbius again tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, I have to say this because I feel like I owe it to the people to be honest about things that I've done when it comes to horror. And as you guys know, I do collect physical media, and particularly I like steelbooks. Those are my shit. I like those a lot. And I bought 2 movies that are not great. And I bought them specifically because of the Steelbook. I haven't even told you guys about this. This is a dark secret that I've held in and haven't even told you. I'm telling you live on the show right now during the Danzigs.
We're gonna take you out.
I bought Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. Now, if I showed you guys the Steelbooks, you'd fucking know why I did it. Because
you don't have to. I have the Blu-rays.
see that, dude. I got the fucking 4Ks, and those steelbooks look like they were drawn by Skinner. Like, dude, they are so fucking cool. And dude, I saw the steelbooks and I was like, first off, when they came out, they were like super limited release, so they were gone in like a week. And then they did a small re-release of them. So I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get those. And then I got them in the mail and I was super happy. And then I was like, those are also the Venom movies, so I need to like taper down my happiness. But also, I was super happy that I got them and they look awesome on my shelf. So it's like, fuck yeah.
I will tell you, I am usually a fan of movies that a lot of people hate. And it takes a lot to fuck up a Tom Hardy movie for me. If people know my opinions on Tom Hardy, I would marry Tom Hardy. I am a fan. He is, I think, one of my favorite actors, and he can rattle me in a way a lot of men can't. You know what I mean? And I am a avid fan of Mr. Hardy. Venom sucks. I wished it was funner. I wish I could, like, if anybody could eke out some like from that movie, it should be me.
Right.
Yeah, you're not strong enough.
Oh man, I was so happy when Woody Harrelson was cast as fucking Carnage and as Cletus.
Thrilled.
Dude, I was so
and
happy.
It wasn't as good as Venom, but you know what? It was fun.
Yeah. I watched it and I was like, you know what? I was like, Woody Harrelson, he's fucking chewing up that scenery, and I'm cool with that. The rest of the movie, I'm like, that's enough. But like Woody Harrelson, he's one of the ones for me. You can't go wrong with Woody Harrelson, man. You can't do it.
All right, well, that was a good intermission. Congratulations.
I mean, also, it's, listen, it's a good transition too, because the next category is the goddamn villain of the year.
One of the best.
Which, sorry, it's not Woody Harrelson, because that didn't come out this year.
Right.
But the nominees are Art the Clown, Terrifier 2, Eye Socket Fucker, aka the Businessman from The Sadness, Lady Meat Plug, aka Steve.
Now, just to make sure that our listeners understand, it's not a lady meat. It's a lady meat plug. not a lady meat plug.
Right. Yeah, you gotta have that separation there just to make sure that we're 100%.
Yeah, it's
and,
different.
and for the people like at home who don't know, a plug is somewhere where you get something that you might not. I feel like this is gangland where they'd be like, snack.
That's true.
Right.
It's like a stash house is a place where drugs are kept.
Right. It's not like did you plug up that hole in the wall with a lady meat? Like, is that what you did? Like
a plug is you as a dealer. You
right,
know what
right.
I mean?
Yeah.
So
He's the hookup.
This guy deals in lady meat.
Indeed.
Literally.
He is the lady meat hookup.
Literally.
If you need to call a guy for lady meat, he's the one that you would call.
And if you think it's sexist,
he's world famous too.
And if you think he's sexist for that, he explains in the movie that he would do guys, but the money's not there. So what you really hate is capitalism. So you don't hate him.
Nobody wants to eat a dude. We taste like shit. Like nobody wants. We taste awful. Exactly. But yeah, Lady Meat Plug, aka Steve from Fresh. We also have Patrick and Karen from Speak No Evil. Fucking pieces of shit. We have ACAB, aka Cenobites, from Hellraiser, and we have Pearl from X and Pearl. And the winner is Art the Clown from Terrifier 2.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude. I mean, it doesn't. I for a long time wouldn't accept Art as an icon, as a horror icon. I thought there were too many clowns. He was too late on the clown front. We didn't even count Pennywise, all that, blah, blah. Clowns are played out. And I saw Terrifier, and I was still like, I don't think he gets the top level like Jason and Freddy and them. And I think he gets it with this. I think he reached the top.
People gave it to him too quickly at first.
I think so.
People got a little too excited.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
I gave it to him right away. I don't care, and I stand by it. Like the thing about Art the Clown is it's cold and dark as fuck. Like
right.
I mean, you think about the hacksaw deaths and stuff like that, all the gore, but you also don't think about like the shit and blood and stuff all over the bathroom and Art rolls hard.
He's gross.
Yeah.
He rolls hard. Like the whole scene of him in the just in the restaurant, like looking at them.
Yeah.
Like Art lives on he's on some shit. You know what I mean? Like he's on one. You know what I mean? And I think that like as a character, like particularly in the first one where there was like zero backstory, I really enjoy no backstory. I'm like a big geek on like sort of like the hauntingness of no backstory. So I kind of got into it right away. I'm like, this is oddly with no backstory, and like it feels like a little hollow, makes it scarier, but he's also like a sort of layered character. Sure. And so like there's something more going on there, and like I have the feeling like as a writer myself, like I can imagine like Damien Leone like writing out like a lot about him and then putting it on screen to kind of create this. And like I don't know, I think Art the Clown is I was kind of over clowns too when it happened, but now I'm like kind of into clowns. Like I love Art. That
he's the one that brought you back to clown horror.
There's that movie Clown.
Popcorn.
There's that movie Clown. There's Popcorn. There's that movie Haunt. Maybe fucking clowns are scary. You know,
Poltergeist.
I mean? Poltergeist, exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Like
clowns are
scary.
First movie I ever saw.
Maybe I was gonna be like, dude, that's fucked up. Hey, show the baby the scene where his face is getting torn off. But it's because you kind of forget that Poltergeist is actually kind of a fucked up movie too.
Super fucked up.
Maggot scene in the meat thing. That scene still sits with me.
Maggots are super gross. Like there's no way that maggots show up in a scene you're like, that's not disgusting. That's always disgusting. Like no matter what.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Art the Clown. I want to mention this. Art the Clown as a character is dope, of course, and I think a lot of that goes to David Howard Thornton, because what he did with a silent character,
yeah, for sure,
is insane. Like I understand that he's classically trained. I understand that he this is the fucking part was made for him essentially, like even whether he knew it or not. But when you look at Terrifier 1 and 2, like you have Terrifier 2 where he gets to expand into even more range of his facial expressions. Like when the pale girl shows up and he starts to be disgusted when he looks at her when she's doing certain things. Like when I don't know what, to this day, I don't know whether it's shit or what that comes out of her. That like when she's sitting in the laundromat, like if it's
I know
like
what you're talking about.
Demon juice.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it has to be
It
anything.
doesn't.
It's just
It's
sludge.
gross.
It's just
it's just like
Demon
bad,
sludge.
It's
fine.
It's just bad news stuff. It's just
It's
bad.
not
It
good.
is a cleanup in aisle 1.
And it
is
just
what that
kind of
is.
it just kind of shows she's down for like
Right.
whatever. You know what I
She's
mean?
down to
like,
clown.
Like you're right. Exactly.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah,
What-
like
what's up? That's
Right.
This is the Jonas's new stand-up. He's now going to be pun guy.
No, it will be. It has started and retired
Please.
on this episode. No, it'll never
I
happen.
love it.
No, absolutely not. If I fucking become a pun comic, I will absolutely I will Bud Dwyer myself for a performance. I swear to God. But no, like I do want to mention that though, just because I do think that a lot of it goes to the way that Damien Leone wrote that character, but also just like I said, David Howard Thornton added so much layer to the character in Terrifier 2, just with facial expressions and just with subtle movements.
Well, here's what
it layered the character even more for me.
Here's the last thing I want to say about him is if you give art a voice, it ruins everything with his movements.
I would hate it.
Like the way he moves, if you gave it a voice, it kind of that all collapses. At least the way I would see it. He could probably pull it off, I don't know, but like that's part of the amazingness is he's not a mime, he's just a clown that doesn't fucking talk and kill you so bad.
Yeah, I would actually be pissed off if he was talking. Like at this point, you can't make him talk. It would tank.
If he had ever talked, I don't think he would have ever gotten off the ground, honestly.
No, I don't even want to giggle out of him. Nothing. I love the silence. I love the face.
Just the way he moves, if you put a voice over that, I think it takes
and
away.
how he jovially murders people. Like he's so happy to do these horrible things.
It's like the silence in a song right before it fucking explodes or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
His constant not talking is like that.
Yeah. We usually wouldn't spend this much time on one of the winners, but this is just to say why he won over the other ones, just because the other ones are incredible. Like this was a very hard category because there's some,
and we missed a lot. Too.
Yeah, it's just this was a very hard category, and
we had to cut it down. Yeah,
I think it's pretty tough to go through any of these and say that they didn't, and they're all kind of different too. Which is like, I mean, like honestly, like Sebastian Stan's performance in Fresh is, I think it's like sort of Oscar worthy. You know what I mean?
It was really good.
Yeah,
and the Cenobites were all fucking just gorgeous.
Yep.
Yeah, it's stunningly good. Sebastian Stan's scene in the kitchen where he's like dancing and chopping everything up during that whole fucking scene, that is a brilliant scene.
Yep, it is.
And also the very first scene where she realizes that he is what he is, the way that he's talking to her is fucking brilliant.
Yep.
Just very casual. Just,
and it's a matter of fact. And
it's one of my favorites.
And I will say the truest like villain like was the people from Speak No Evil, Patrick and Karen.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
They were actual monsters.
They were actual monsters, but he like the job. The acting was fantastic, and like the ugly believability and like the uncomfortableness that the tension they created in that whole movie, and like the sort of like and the stair steps of tension and awfulness. That it's like, it's not a fun movie. And so you have to give it up to them for being such amazing villains,
right?
That it was like a pretty miserable experience because like he is such a bag of shit, and like just like when he's like, "Oh, I'm not a doctor. I just tell people that." He's like, "I hate working." and you're like,
Right.
like that's it's just like I don't know. The whole thing is just like very good. So,
And of
yeah.
course, like, and I do want to, since we're doing this, I do want to point this out about literally all the nominees at this point, because we're talking about this right now. But the businessman in The Sadness, like when we called him the eye socket fucker, that's actually like a tongue-in-cheek funny part of it, because like that's like the extreme part where it's like, oh, did he just fuck that chick's eye socket? He did just fuck that chick's eye socket. All right, that's where we're going with this. Like it was the one that was turned up to 1,000. But like as a
It would have
character,
gotten nominated for kill if he didn't just turn her into a monster.
right.
after that.
He actually gave her psychosis as an STD. I think is what he did. He actually sexually transmitted that to her. But the other thing about him is that he was the most fucked up Terminator that I've ever seen. Like he just stormed through the whole movie just with one singular goal of just, I have to get to this person. Like,
boy, did I hate him.
Everybody, yeah, he was full, and like even from the very first introduction, before he turned into a monster, he was also a fucking asshole. So it was like, and like when we talked to Rob, apparently he's just the sweetest guy, and he's just a character. He's a character actor, and he just fucking just falls into his character, you know. And then of course Mia Goth, you know, her as
Two
Pearl.
roles.
Yeah, her as Pearl was incredible.
Two basically different roles.
Somehow living up to her fucking name, and I'll never understand that.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
Her monologue in Pearl should give
one
her
of the best things on screen this year.
Yeah, that should give her an award. So, like, she should get an Oscar.
She needs to date somebody named like Chet Jock.
Anyway, she needs to not
Shia
LaBeouf, because that's who she's with. Like,
yeah, I guess that is almost Chet Jock. Anyways, and now the goddamn director of the year. This was a tough one too. This was a ridiculous category to have to judge this. I mean, like we're arguing shades of green here. You know what I mean? Like we're like, you know.
This is one of the hardest categories.
Yeah, the goddamn director of the year. The nominees are Ty West for X and Pearl, Damien Leone for Terrifier 2, Rob Jabaz for The Sadness, Chloe Okunu for Watcher, Jacob Estes for He's Watching, Matt Benelli Open and Tyler Gillette for Scream, and the winner is Ty West for X and Pearl.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. He did 2 movies.
Yeah, back to back. Like fucking
just the
and they
story
were both
behind
amazing.
how they happened and how different they were. I don't think I've been so excited about horror since X came out. When he did the trailer for Pearl that had already been filmed and it's a prequel, and I'm like, oh, this is incredible. It's like building a universe like all of a sudden of horror. I don't know. It was fucking incredible the way it went down and everything.
Yeah.
So fuck yeah.
The story behind that it really did kind of, that was kind of like the cherry on top for me, is the story behind that. And also, honestly, the fucking guts and the confidence that he had in X, that he was like, I'm gonna fucking film this also entire other movie because I think people are gonna love it.
I think they were just goofing on it, like they were just sort of like brainstorming while they were doing X, Ty and Mia. And I just think they did enough when it was time to go. They didn't really want. They're like, we can do this real quick, and they
double home run,
murdered it.
Yeah.
And
Holy
you know,
shit.
like, and I mean, it's a little unfair to the other nominees that they had 2 movies to do with, but because like it's really hard to say like as a bigger project, considering that the 2 movies go together. I would think it was different if like they weren't so directly connected.
100%.
Because X is almost like brutally dark, and Pearl is like daytime horror and
the
like,
Technicolor nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. And it is like kind of like a real classic, like has like a classic movie vibe to it. And it's just like you know what I mean? So no disrespect to the other nominees, because you can
not even they're all incredible.
Incredible. I mean, and there's people that we even like left off of here, like Jordan freaking Peele. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, but like you know, so I don't know, like, but as a project, as a bigger singular project, you have to give the X Pearl movies. And considering they're so inherently together as a movie, yeah, it's a prequel, but you could argue that it could almost be like just one big movie with
It is, yeah.
My argument is they just make the other better by existing.
They complement each other so well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like one elevates the other. They're both elevating each other in such a cool way.
Exactly.
So excited for Maxine, the third one.
Yeah, that one takes place in fucking 80s Hollywood.
Yeah, maybe that year it'll win the goddamn horror movie of the year.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
This is it. This is the big one. And the nominees are X, Pearl, Terrifier 2, Barbarian, Smile, Hellbender, Deadstream, and The Sadness. And the winner is Terrifier 2.
Yeah. This one, man, this category was another tough one. But here's the thing. Terrifier 2 took it, at least to me, because of not only how good of a movie it was, but also what it did for horror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. Like the impact that has on the landscape of horror is kind of fucking unprecedented. Like it's a historical thing for the horror genre, especially independent horror, like independent filmmaking. And that's like the thing that kind of fucking just nudged it one step above, for me, and I think for all of us. But like that really is kind of like the thing that just tapped it a little bit.
I think when you're discussing like best of, it can't just be like, oh, this is a movie we like the most. It has to have like impact and have like, and you know what I mean? And like, it would be pretty, like all those other movies we've listed are so good. Like
exceptional.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like I could walk out there right now and turn any one of them on and be like stoked and be like, this is the best thing I'm going to watch. I mean, I need to watch Deadstream again. It's just so good. And the thing about Terrifier 2 though, is that like the fact that like quote unquote normies were leaving their homes and going to the theater, creating 10, 11 million, $12 million for that movie.
Yeah.
And it's in a theatrical run that was only supposed to be 3 nights that turned into,
which wasn't even
4
supposed
weeks.
to really happen though.
Yeah.
First initial, even going into theaters.
Right. So
wasn't originally a plan.
So the fact that so many people went and saw that and so many people loved it, and it became in the year that like, you know, the much controversial Halloween Ends came out, and like, and Hellraiser, edition, and a Scream edition, and all this stuff. The fact that Terrifier 2 rose above all of these things.
Singular movie,
movie,
wrecking house.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I haven't seen almost anything like it since like Blair Witch.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's
2.5 hours too.
2.5 hours.
Don't forget, that's longer than most fucking movies that people will go out and see.
That's like Marvel movie length.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like, and really like not even like that complicated of a story, just a whole lot of killing. And and like it was I think it's hard to say that as the history of horror, that this won't be like a pinnacle moment, that this isn't going to give like open up doors to more and more of this, because like, and let's get real, like Terrifier 2 is like horror. It is like, it is funny, it is ridiculous, it is gory, it is over the top, it is like you're like, oh my god, it's still going on. You know what I mean?
Right. Why is fuck too?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, and I mean, like honestly, like it's like, and to reference it to another old one, it's like Evil Dead, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like this, and the fact that like normal ass folks who aren't us, who aren't the listeners of this show, who don't sit on Facebook groups who don't admin Facebook horror groups, who don't read Bloody Disgusting, who don't like dig through Tubi and be like, this stupid fucking movie looks awesome. You know what I mean? Who who don't, you know, don't
Shout out to Chompy and the girls.
but
Fuck
don't
yeah.
don't do all these things. You know what I mean? That we're going out of the house and watching a movie like Terrifier 2. It has to elevate it into a level that's like
100%. As much as like X and Pearl did shit in like my head for me personally, a singular movie like Terrifier 2 did so much for the community, the fucking business at large.
right.
Like
And
outside of me, like it wasn't my favorite. Like I would say
Right.
probably X and Pearl, but like that they didn't do what this movie did.
Right.
And nobody could have planned that either.
Nope.
No, it was the biggest shot in the dark like that they could have done, because like this, a lot of credit goes to Cinedigm and Bloody Disgusting too, because they were the ones that really pushed for this like limited theatrical release, and then the fans came out in full force, fucking packed this thing out. It went head
And
to head,
started telling everybody.
yeah, and it went head to head with Halloween Ends, and it still packed out theaters to the point where not only did it go from a 1 week or like 3-day engagement to multiple weeks, but every week they would add more theaters because
Yeah.
there was more people that were coming out
It
to
was
it.
expanding exponentially.
Right, and nobody saw that coming. Like the filmmakers didn't see that coming. Damien Leone has talked about this.
You can't. What is it? It's probably like
He
Friday
didn't
the 13th, Blair Witch, and then this are like the
Right.
big like surprise like
Right.
landmarks in
And
horror.
that's not even to mention the fact that it was a fucking sequel.
Right.
Like a sequel never has that
It had
happen.
a 2 in it.
Yeah, like a
what
sequel
the fuck?
never has that, you know?
2.5 hours long. It was a sequel about a clown that doesn't talk.
Right.
Fucking amazing.
And regular ass people took their friends to go see a movie where a clown that doesn't talk serves fucking candy out of somebody's spooned out severed head to children. Like, and they were just like, this is a great date night. Like, and,
Happy
you know,
Halloween.
yeah.
Halloween.
So that's why it took it. It made horror history. And you can't really take that away.
Congratulations, everybody involved with
Absolutely.
Terrifier 2.
Every single person. Even Chris Jericho. Like, you know, even him. Yeah. Now here's the thing. Those are the awards that we had with nominees, but
We've got some special stuff.
we had some surprises. We were talking about some surprises. We got 3 of them for you guys.
Yep, 3 of them. We'll start off with oh, you're going.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm literally taking up screen.
Well, listen,
Sorry.
I get it. The excitement throws you off.
Yeah, it does. I was so excited.
The first one, these awards don't have
Look
any
at him.
nominees. We didn't talk about these before. They don't have any nominees
No.
because honestly, they're fucking awesome, and they're singular. And these were just some shout outs. And the first one is the goddamn breakout star of the year, and that goes to Lauren Lavera from Terrifier 2.
Yep.
I know
Yeah,
that we-
another
I know-
one. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I know that we've talked a lot about Terrifier 2 and a lot about Art the Clown. Lauren Lavera as Sienna and the final girl in that movie. People talked about her being like the new final girl, like she's the new Laurie Strode, she's the new all of this, and like it sounded like hype. And then you saw the movie,
Before I saw it, I was like, "That she's only got one movie? No, she can't be.
right?
Even if she does a great job, like she can't fucking. It can't count. It fucking counts. She was
Yeah, dude.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I ate my words.
Dude, she was not only amazing. Like, here's the thing also, it wasn't just that she kicked fucking ass. Like she was good in the layers of the part. Like she was good all the way across the board. And I can tell
Yeah.
you this from experiences that I've had with her, like just talking to her online, and from everything that I've seen from everybody that has met her at conventions and festivals, is that she is one of the most humble people that I have ever seen when it comes to movies and shit. Like she truly, truly, truly loves her fans.
Yeah.
And also she's not afraid to tell people to go fuck themselves on Twitter when they get creepy and weird. Like she just straight up is just like, you can go fuck yourself. You don't need to know how old I am. Like quit asking about my age, you fucking weirdo. Like doesn't care, doesn't give a fuck. She'll throw them out. But like people that are coming out and showing their love for her at conventions and stuff, dude, she fucking signs everything. She chased a dude down and like made sure that he got his poster or his DVD or whatever it was that was signed because he accidentally left it at the table. Like she fucking left the table, chased the dude down, and was like, no, you fucking left it. And he was like, oh shit, like that's the kind of person she is. She's fucking awesome.
She's looking out for stoners.
She is, yeah. She gives a fuck,
I've done that so many times. Oh, I'll buy this really cool thing. Thanks, I got my change right.
Right.
And then I would just walk away.
You're like, whoa, change is weird. You really
Yep.
change?
It comes in different shapes and colors. It's weird.
You wake up at home, oh fuck, where's my thing? But yeah, she fucking rules, dude. And I hope that her character continues to kick more ass longer and longer. And also, like, I haven't seen a final girl character like hers come along in as long as I can remember. Like, just came up and fucking commanded the screen.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking about retiring. Even the term "final girl," like they were like referring to like her as a final girl, and sometimes it's like she's almost like Ripley, and that it's almost like not even like it's just like she's just a badass character, and I think we can sort of like I don't know, like
she's the badass protagonist.
She's just the protagonist, and I think we've kind of reached a point with a lot of this where it was like I saw them referring to what's her name? From the Witch and all the A24 movies.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, referring to her as a scream queen. I'm like, I don't even know if I really want these terms anymore. They can't these people just be badass horror actors? You know what I mean? Like, she's
Ryan.
like
do you just want Scream Kings now? Is that what you want? You want Scream Kings too?
Just as long as it's Tom Hardy.
Sorry, it's Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, he is the Scream King. Yeah, it's got to be him.
He'll do. And now we're on to
this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, the goddamn MVP of the year. We went back and forth on this one about what award to give this person, because they were in so many of these things.
They were the spice of the horror that happened this year.
Yeah,
very much.
Really and it's just amazing to just get this many roles even in 1 year. Never mind,
crush them
and be all great with horror through and through. The goddamn MVP of the year is Jenna Ortega.
Hell yes.
For roles in X, Studio 666, Scream, and of course Wednesday.
That's killer. That's so different across the board too.
So different across the board, and all horror, all great horror, and I don't know, just to really and she's out there like on TV now, like being all horror, like on like Fallon and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like she is really like between her and Mia Goth, and it's just really nice to see these people out here, like such talented people being like representatives of horror, and she's one of the
not being scared of being proud of horror.
Exactly. Yeah. There's I'm always like, now I'm like the horror, and like it matters. So like when she's Wednesday and she goes on Fallon and she's being a horror person on Fallon, like it's great for the whole genre. She was in all of unapologetically in all of these freaking great movies, and also like just a tremendous actor. So thank you so much, Jenna Ortega. Yet again, I did reach out to her team, and they responded, and we're very, very thankful. She of course is incredibly busy with doing things like
wildly busy
doing things with B-listers like Fallon, where she could be on the A list with another goddamn horror podcast. But
Scream 6, right?
Yeah, dude, Scream 6 about to come out.
So Jenna Ortega.
Fuck yeah.
You're the best.
All right.
So
all right,
got this,
our last big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last big one.
This is the goddamn Lifetime Achievement Award.
This one was tough, man. I got to be honest.
It was. Like, there's a lot of legends.
It was hard. Kind of came out of left field how we figured this one out,
But we gave the goddamn Lifetime Achievement Award to Danzig for
Yeah,
his work in early Misfits and life in general.
Yep.
of course we fucking did. Of course we fucking did.
Okay. Glenn Danzig, you are the winner of the Lifetime Danzig Award. Even Graham has a Danzig shirt on. I don't actually have a Danzig shirt. I have a Samhain shirt somewhere, but it does have a Danzig skull on it. So the first shot of the Danzig skull. But
Dude, I mean, if we're talking about horror and music, also in general, come the fuck on.
yeah,
One of
Like
the
you
kings.
can't, he sits on a fucking throne. He sits on a throne of skulls.
yeah.
Like, and also he's got like his cats next to him, and he fucking rules. Like,
Cobra Commander calls him up and is like, "Yo, can I sit on your skull throne?"
Your skull throne.
Yeah. He's like, mine's
this-
not. Mine's in the shop. Can I sit on yours?
Sorpentor stole mine.
So, yeah, big shout out to Glenn Danzig and your Danzigness and your pile of bricks and all of that.
And we
And,
truly do. Like, honestly, like no bullshit, legit. We do love the fuck out of Danzig. We love early Misfits.
Yeah.
We love Danzig. We love Sam Hain. We love that he loves cats. And we love that, honestly, we've talked about his movies before and we have talked shit about his movies in a fun way.
I fucking love.
I know.
Veronica.
I've watched Veronica so many times.
So
and,
many.
And this is my thing about it. Even if the movie is the way that it is, the fact that he was like, no, fuck you. This is my movie. I'm going to make the movie the way I want to make this movie. And he did it. And he kicked fucking ass. Like he made his vision the way that he wanted to make it. I am down with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I want his new movie. I want it.
Bad.
I want his new movie.
Yep. And you know what? I don't refer to it as early Misfits because there is no later Misfits.
It's
There's
just
only,
that's
there's only Danzig Misfits.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair.
Well,
the other ones
everybody,
are cheap knockoffs.
Well, everybody. The other ones are Spirit Halloween. Became had like a house band. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in to the first annual 2022 Danzig Awards.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers, the Army of the Goddamned.
Goddamn right.
We couldn't do it without them. Drew Muldowney, Stephanie Gurley, Jason Daniels and Jake Jolly, Ron Canabla, Kristen Pearl, Manny Velazquez, Katie Viking, Chris Fortune, Alan Graham, Angela, and Bacon Bits the cat.
Fucking love you, Bacon Bits.
Yep.
Bacon
Well,
Bits
yeah.
sent me, by the way, Bacon Bits sent me a Christmas card, guys. I got it in the mail 2 nights ago.
That's right.
For real?
For no shit, no bullshit. I actually did.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're lucky.
I
All right.
know.
Anyways, thank you all for tuning in this year. What a fantastic year for our show. Fantastic year for horror, and we all
Thank all of you, like,
And
for
thank all of
listening.
you.
Fucking
Globally, people are listening to us in 25 countries across the world. Please reach out to us. Please hit us up on social media. Please reach out. If you are from a cool country that we haven't touched base with and we talk a lot about Australia, New Zealand, and UK, Canada. Graham loves to talk about Canada.
I just found out I'm Canadian, so
Yeah, okay, cool. We can dig into that.
Canadians also don't like sleeves.
There's there's a lot to unpack there. But like when you find out something about yourself in your 40s, but it's we really do love you all so much. And if you are from one of the non-main countries, please reach out. And if you have great horror stuff going on in your country that we're not getting in on, let us know, please. We seriously, like, we live for this. And
The more random the country, the better.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
just fucking throw it all out to us.
Not that your country's random.
You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
it's probably
sometimes
better
it's
than
a fucking
it's probably
country
better
that we
than,
haven't heard of
ours.
before.
it's better than like ours isn't random. But woo, like I mean,
Ours is trash. You know what? Give me a movie from Estonia. Like before, like I fucking
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
one that I have a friend that's in Estonia, and I only know of 2 other people in Estonia. Like I want more Estonia content.
Right, exactly. So I'd love to see more stuff out of Germany and more stuff out of everything. So thank you so much for listening.
I want to just real quick. I want to thank Ryan and Jonas for doing this podcast with me because they have just been amazing and helped me out a lot. So I want to thank you guys. specifically.
Well, I mean, what people don't see behind the scenes is there's a real relationship between the three of us, and
100%.
you know, and
Yeah.
We're like brothers actually, and I mean people throw that around a lot, but it's actually kind of like that. We fight sometimes, but we all like, you know, really, really, really give a fuck about each other and what we're doing here, and we stick up for each other, and you know, it's been really one of the best things
It really is. Yeah.
It started as a love of horror and then became a love of each
Yeah.
other.
It's become one of my favorite
Exactly.
things.
Exactly.
Is hanging out every Wednesday with you two.
You guys, right? And you guys have to, the listeners have to understand is that we talk all day long about all sorts of shit. Graham will literally send our thread like 10 new songs a day. I've listened to one.
He doesn't.
Okay, I don't.
He sent me a whole fucking playlist, and I've knocked out like a good third of that playlist so far.
Nice, because there's like 30 hours on.
I know, dude. I'm all about it.
I'm getting to 666 songs and then cutting it, but it's at 550.
That's how you got to do it.
Right.
666 is the number.
So so another goddamn horror podcast. We our new tagline is "We mean this shit." You know what I mean? And so
it's true.
So please, thank you so much for coming out and checking out. Start some fires, break some glass, and
remake everything.
Remake it all, except for RoboCop. You know, real quick, RoboCop 3 underrated. I rewatched it a couple nights ago, and you know how many people are in RoboCop 3? Like, it is filled with Stephen Root's in it, CCH Pounder's in it. There's and all sorts of like what's the guy from Larry David's show that got fired for the Goldbergs? What's his name?
Oh fuck! I know who you're talking about.
He's in it for a minute. He works at the donut shop. It's like there's like a literal plethora of people in it, and it's like, you know, like
for the record, CCH Pounder is one of my favorite fucking names of an
actor
a great name. Of all time. Like
The Shield came out, and I was like, "What? Her? Right? That's her name? She's the coolest lady I've ever met."
Yeah. I was like, now she's up there with one of those people that like whenever her name shows up on a credit, I'm immediately watching that movie or that show. It's her and Bokeem Woodbine. Bokeem Woodbine, put some fucking respect on that dude's name. Every time he shows up in a movie, it makes the movie better. It's just like, and people are like, "I've seen that guy." I'm like, dude, it's Bokeem Woodbine. How do you not know who that is?
All right. Till next time. We'll see you soon. Keep an ear out. We got plenty coming out.